podcast where you break down the biggest moments, hottest takes, and the wildest stories from the world of pro wrestling. Whether you're a diehard fan or just stepping into the squared circle, we're here to give you the real scoop on everything happening in the ring.
I'm your host, RJD, and we're about to take a ride through the latest and greatest in pro wrestling. Get ready for all our hot takes, deep dives, and all the wrestling you never knew you needed.
Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button and join What the Wrestling family so you never miss an episode. Now let's step into the ring.
You're listening to the What the Wrestling podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host.
Oh, you already know what time it is. Listen, everybody, we already know I am sitting here under the weather. I got some issues going on, but we're going to get that right. We're going to fix all of that. I got my water with me. I've had my pretzels, and we're going to figure this thing out. So before we get into anything else, hit the like button. As always, hit that like button. Hit it for me one time. But let's not waste any more time. Let's go. Yes. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling, the show that brings you all things wrestling. Once again, I am your host. And man, oh man, listen, I'm just trying to make it through the day. You see, I got the beard is looking kind of scruffy. The goatee's looking scruffy. We got to figure this thing out. I'm a little under the weather, but we are going to keep it funky and keep it rocking out, right? Right. So hit the like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and follow What the Wrestling on all the social media platforms rolling down across the bottom of your screen. Hit the button, What the Wrestling, on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. No Spodify and Anchor as of yet. You already know we're getting set up for January 6th, where we got Monday Night Raw going to Netflix next year. We also got AEW going to Max. So we got a lot going on next year. So y'all already know what time it is. That's what we're doing. And that's what we're here to do. So those are your updates. This is how we rocking out. So let's get it rocking. So actually, let's put this right there. And let's put this up here. Yeah, we got to make sure we keep it right. All right? Keep it funky. Let's hit the thing. All right. So with that being said, a lot happened. AEW last night. AEW last night. The final four have been announced. It's going to be a final four-way. Looking forward to it. And we kicked things off yesterday with the Aerial Assassin. Will Ospreay versus Brody King. Mr. himself. You already know what time it is. Shout out to him. Listen, I don't know what's going on with Brody King, but He's always impressed. Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher, we got Ricochet in there, we got Darby in there. We got a lot going on, but Will Ospreay is doing his thing as always. I will strongly consider him right now best wrestler in the world. Not even close. Banger after banger. Shout out to Sheamus. And we had ourselves a good old thing here. We'll pick things up towards the end. Ospreay hits the Styles Clash for a near fall. King ducks the hidden blade, hits a lariat for a near fall. Another lariat gets another near fall. Ospreay comes back with the hidden blade for a near fall, but the second hidden blade gets him. But it will take the Stormbreaker for the win, and Will Ospreay gets the dub over Brody King. Like I said, it's a good match as always. This was actually a good show. Good match, good show. Taped it. I believe they taped this show last week, so good stuff here. I ain't mad at it at all. After that, we have Renee Young back there with the Hurt Syndicate, and they've been banned from the building. So, sucks to be them. They're going to be all right. So, next we had a Continental Classic match. We had Darby Allin versus Rick O'Shea. And listen, say what you want about Ricochet. All right, stop the show. Hold on. I know Ricochet has not always been great on the mic, and I know we all wanted better. We all wanted to see him go crazy and knock stuff out, but Ricochet did really good, yo. Ricochet did really good as a heel. The fact that he's going heel is always great. Oh, let me fix this. The fact that he's going heel is always great because he was floundering as a babyface. He was not doing well as a babyface. People didn't care for him babyface. And now with him being not a chicken shit heel, but with him being a heel and him doing heelish things on top of the fact that he could do all of this cool stuff, the flippity flip stuff, you gotta love it. And he's so arrogant with it, and he's like, man, screw you. You're going to throw toilet tissue at me, wipe my butt with it, and throw it back at you. So, shout out to him. They had themselves a good match. Why? Because it's Darby and it's Ricochet. So, let's go all the way to the end. Ricochet was in a hold that the Fujiwara armbar. Ricochet did not want to tap. Excuse me. You guys, excuse me tonight, y'all. Ricochet refuses to tap, gets to the ropes, but Allin stops him. He looks for the double armbar, but Ricochet gets his big toe on the rope. And the two men go into overdrive. Once this 1 minute remaining, Darby hits the Scorpion Death Drop, a can't cover. Darby Allin's going up top and hits it as the time expires. And unfortunately, we have a time limit draw, and I absolutely love this because you don't see time limit draws often, and when you do, it actually means something. So that's great. We got a time limit draw here. Ricochet celebrates because he's going to World's End, and Commander makes his entrance. Darby Allin whispers to Commander, so we'll see what's going on there. But I like this because we don't get draws often. I remember one of the first draws I saw was Darby, and I think Darby got a draw with Cody. I remember Kenny's draw with, and it's like I wanted them to keep fighting. I was happy, but I was sad with Bryan Danielson. That first match, those two right there, man. So I like time limit draws just because you never know if we're going to get them. And normally in the Continental Classic, you get one of these. You normally get, AEW will give you around 1 to 3 of these per year, these time limit draws. So I ain't mad at this, not even a little bit. So Ricochet celebrates. Commander comes in. He's talking to Darby. So Darby whispers to his manager. And then we have Claudio Castagnoli versus the Commander. And obviously Claudio, very strong, very dominant, but we're going to take it all the way to the end. Commander hits the facebuster. Commander climbs up to the top rope and gets down Cassignoli tosses Commander to ringside, but under the ring, Commander finds the brass knuckles in Darby's jacket that he must have been talking to the manager about. Commander hits Cassignoli behind the referee's back and hits a big dive for the 1, 2, 3, and Commander.
It's over 9,000!
Who knew? Commander gets the big win after the match. The Death Riders attack Commander, but are run off by Jay White and Orange Cassidy. Mox then runs in and wipes them both out with his briefcase, but Hangman Adam Page comes down, stares down Mox, and all three men attack Mox as we go to commercial, which pretty much lets you know that they are not winning the title. Sad to say, but Mox is keeping that title, and we'll see what comes out of this. But yeah, it's not happening. I don't see it. We have Kazuchika Okada versus Shelton Benjamin, and we had a good match here. Take it all the way to the end, where Benjamin hits the third German suplex. Benjamin hits the Shining Wizard in the corner. Okada counters into an exploder suplex with a small package for a near fall. Benjamin hits the flatliner for a near fall. Okada counters with another exploder with a Rainmaker. And that's all she wrote. Kazuchika Okada with the win. Backstage, Swerve says 2025 will be his bounce back year. Ricochet brags about his success, and Swerve promises to embarrass him. Chris Jericho comes for a New York Minute. It's Christmas. Jericho, New York Minute. Great. Moving on. Tony Storm, Tanya Valkyrie. Tony Storm gets the roll-up win. Tanya was really dominating this match for most of it. But after they traded some slaps at the end, Tony Storm rolls her up and got the win. So Tony Storm is continuing to tell that story about how she's trying to find herself. Like, I don't understand. But she's trying to find herself, and she'll be back soon enough, and we will all be waiting, and it will be glorious when Timeless Tony Storm comes back. Now, Continental Classic match, Daniel Garcia, Kyle Fletcher. And this was a hell of a match, man. These guys definitely put on a good show all the way to the end. Kyle Fletcher gets Garcia, counters a superplex, and both men go crashing down to the canvas. They blows. Garcia chops away at Fletcher, but Fletcher hits with a big thrust kick to drop him. Garcia locks in the Dragon Tamer. Fletcher fights out of the hole, but Fletcher hits a V trigger. Shout out to Kenny Omega. Garcia rolls up Fletcher for the near fall. Fletcher hits a lariat. Fletcher hits the Yakuza kick. Yakuza kick, and then another Yakuza kick, and he takes Garcia to the rope and hits the turnbuckle brain buster for the pinfall. Not even gonna lie, that shit scared the hell out of me. Glad both these guys are all right, but that brain buster is like zero margin for error for the brain buster. Let me stop show. If you try that at home,
you stupid.
Just don't.
Nope.
That move is extremely difficult to pull off. It looks cool as hell when it's executed properly, but that move is I'm not going to say it's troublesome, but what I'm going to say is it's troublesome. That move is troublesome, and it's very, very difficult. What the hell? So it's very, very difficult because you got to like hold the guy up and then kind of drop him, but don't break his neck on the way down. It's rough stuff. So shout out to these guys. They killed it. Kyle Fletcher gets the win. After the match, Will Ospreay comes down and stares down Kyle Fletcher. And there you go. So we got a fatal four-way. We got a four-way going on here. We got Fletcher. I think we got who we got? We got Fletcher, Rick O'Shea. I want to say Ospreay and and Okada, I think. So it's gonna be a great show next week. I think the pay-per-view is setting up to be actually pretty good. predictable but good. I'm not mad at it. Now, they're still missing that thing. They're still missing that whatever it is. But let's see what happens coming out of this. We got Kenny coming back soon. I feel it. So Kenny will be back soon. Maybe they'll move some stories around. Timeless Tony Storm will be back. That'll create a little buzz. I don't know what they're doing with Mercedes and this girl, but bring back Willow. We got Statlander and Mercedes. So it's not like we get bad matches. We just don't got a lot of great stories. And once they get back to that, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. But I did want to touch on one thing before I left. Bandito came back to Ring of Honor.
You stupid.
Hit a missile drop kick and caught in concussion. I saw the clips circulating and floating online. It looks, not that it's stupid that he got hit. It's stupid that the way it came off, it was awkward. He was obviously out of it, obviously had a concussion or something like that, because he was trying to fix his mask. He was trying to figure it out. And the way the match proceeded, he hit like one move, and I think Claudio or somebody got him in the corner, and Big Bill got him in the corner, and he kicked Big Bill in the nuts, but maybe they were talking to each other. But this is that just looked bad. Nobody could. The referee didn't notice. Okay, well, something ain't right here. Somebody didn't call an audible, like, yo, ref, get Bandito the hell out of there. Tell him to roll out the ring. Something. Like, I don't know, man. It's just, I hate to see these guys when they get hurt. And Bandito, first of all, why the hell is Bandito coming back on Ring of Honor? Bandito should have been back on Dynamite. So already.
Nope. You stupid.
Why would you bring him? They've been playing vignettes from Bandito for Dynamite for like 2 weeks. But you debuted him on Ring of Honor? Huh? Or Collision, whatever the hell that was? That ain't make no sense to me. I don't know about that. That was kind of dumb. But hate to see these guys get hurt. Wishing Bandito a speedy recovery. But he shouldn't have debuted on the stinking Ring of Honor anyway. But hopefully he's okay. Because it sucks when this guy can't just catch a break. You come back, you've been out for forever with the wrist. I think he hurt his wrist. They did surgery. It got messed up. They had to do another surgery. He's out for mad months. He comes back, and the first thing you do when you get back is concuss yourself. Yikes. Hopefully 2025 is more kind to Mr. Bandito, but we wish him nothing but the best. But as for me, that's it. That's all I got. That's it. I'm out. So what we're going to do is we're going to holler at you. We'll catch you on the next one, and we are out of here. Peace.